Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Hope that you can all hear us okay, and we can hear me okay. If you can hear me, let us know in the chat. Let us know where you're joining in from. We'll be starting at 2 o'clock, so I'll just give a couple more minutes just for a few more people to join in. If I can ask all attendees, if you could please keep your Zoom on mute. You can have your camera on if you want to, so we can see you. Hi, James. But if I can ask if you can keep yourselves on mute, just so we don't have any disturbance throughout the webinar. This webinar is recorded, so if for any reason you do have to jump off early or you want to watch it again, then I will be sending out a link later on today. Just gonna wait for a few more minutes for a few more people to join, and then we'll begin. I'm just gonna type in the chat box just to make sure everybody can hear me. And if you can just reply. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody, and then I'll ask the presenters when you are on to just unmute yourselves. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and begin just so we can make sure we can keep within the hour. And I will start by sharing my screen, and then I will go ahead and do an introduction. Okay, so hopefully you can see that all okay. So good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this Saint Lucia Dive webinar. For those who don't know me, my name is Nicole Compton, and I am the Sales and Marketing Manager for Trade at the Saint Lucia Tourism Authority. Today, we're going to share with you all the in Saint Lucia, what Saint Lucia has to offer. Saint Lucia is beautiful both on land and beneath the surface as well. So you'll get a sense of that today. For all those dive lovers, dive enthusiasts, or those just like a little bit of adventure, Saint Lucia definitely has something for you to enjoy. Let me introduce you to my co-hosts for this afternoon. You'll be hearing from Carolyn Jabetskoy and Jaco Smith, who will tell you all about Anne Chasney and Jade Mountain in Saint Lucia. Victoria Cranmer will tell you all about Bay Gardens Resorts and all the amazing properties they have in Saint Lucia. And finally, David Castle, will tell you all about Sandals properties in Saint Lucia. So you'll actually be seeing about 7 or 8 different properties today in this one webinar. So you are quite fortunate this afternoon. We will be doing a prize segment at the end of the webinar. So we do ask that you stay tuned to the end so we can give away a couple of prizes to you. And if you do have any questions for myself or any of my co-presenters, please pop it into the chat box and we'll do our best to answer those for you. So why Saint Lucia? For those who don't know Saint Lucia is the only country in the world to be named after a woman, which is why we say let her inspire you. Let this beautiful award-winning name inspire you, inspire your clients to visit her, and hopefully you or your clients will fall in love with her. She is a year-round tropical destination with temperatures ranging between mid to high 20 degrees Celsius, heading into the high 30s. She's a boutique luxury destination with some of the top resorts in the world. And she also offers world-class gourmet dining, excellent sporting facilities, and event spaces. She has diverse attractions and a rich culture. And what you are here for, she has world-class diving and dive sites available. I'm now going to introduce you to her by showing you just a short video that will hopefully inspire you.
Let her welcome you, warm you, wow you with her sunshine, fun times, and vibrant hospitality. Let her excite you, amaze you, surprise you with wonderful adventures on tropical land, sand, and sea. Let her indulge you, treat you, spoil you with her world-class hotels, resorts, and limitless luxury. Let her relax you, restore you, renew you with her nurturing nature, spas, and serene tranquility. Let her delight you, entice you, romance you with her unique charm, magic, and island beauty. She is Saint Lucia.
I hope that she inspired you a little bit. Just to tell you a bit about her resume, she's located in the Eastern Caribbean and she measures about 27 miles long from north to south and 14 miles wide from east to west. She's an independent nation since 1979, and she speaks 2 languages. The main language is English. However, she does speak broken French or Creole as part of that French heritage that she once had. She was such a popular island that she was fought over by the French and the British, and for many years. She was won 7 times by the British and 7 times by the French, which is why she does have that diverse, rich history and culture. She has approximately 180,000 people of population, with over 30 beaches, 22 dive sites, 25 waterfalls, rivers, and springs. She's also home to the Caribbean's only dry-through volcano. She has over 150 adventures available, and she has over 5,000 rooms available for everybody, at everyone's taste and everybody's budget. She's home to the World Heritage Site of the Piton Mountains. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about her before I go into the diving aspect and what she has to offer. So these are our 2 volcanic plugs which tower above the Caribbean Sea and located on the west coast of the island. They are the perfect backdrop for many special occasions, for hiking, for mountain. Oops, that's just going a little bit too fast. For diving, for romantic occasions, for pictures. Heading down to Soufrière and going to see the Pitons by sea or by road is definitely one that I recommend to everybody visiting Saint Lucia. She's a lush and green destination. The entire island is pretty much a rainforest. So even as you transfer around the island by road, you get a sense of how lush and green the island is as you weave through the mountains, through the jungles to get from one side of the island to the other. This is that drive-through volcano that I mentioned earlier. So it is a live volcano that you can go into the center of, and you can do a tour and also a sulfuric mud bath, which they do say can make you come out looking 10 years younger. So even if you do have parents who are into diving and love being on the water, St. Lucia is perfect because it's more than just a sun-seen sand destination. It's something for everybody. There's something for other members of the family who may not be into diving or aren't dive certified. They can definitely enjoy some of the adventure tours on island as well. And this year, for the first time, we did win the World Travel Awards World's Leading Adventure Destination. So this is really putting us on the map of more than just a fly and flop destination, a destination where you can really get out and really get to enjoy the island. One of my favorite bays in St. Lucia is the Marigot Bay area, and this picture does not do it justice. It actually has been described as one of the prettiest bays in the Caribbean, and it's one of the spots where you can actually do a couple of water activities as well for those who aren't fully dive certified. So there's river kayaking here. You can also do some snorkeling off here as well. We have some amazing beaches in St. Lucia. We've got some beautiful golden sandy beaches and also some black sandy beaches as well, because that drive-through volcano that we have on island. And as mentioned, we have over 33 rivers, springs, and waterfalls available on island. I mentioned St. Lucia was fought over by the French and the British, and Pigeon Island National Park, located in the north of the island, is a unique destination where you can see some of the original ruins from the times when they were fighting over St. Lucia. Pigeon Island used to be an island just off the coast of St. Lucia, which the British would use to spy on the French in the neighboring island of Martinique. And there you can see some of the ruins, their houses, their abandoned bunkers and where they live. So this gives you a really good sense of the history and the culture of the destination. Now let's go into the fun. Let's get into the fun part. We have over 22 dive sites available on island, ranging from the north to the southwest coast of St. Lucia. We have a few wrecks as well, just off the coast of Anse-Lorraine near Anse-Cochelle Bay. And we have a selection of dive centers who are able to cater to your clients to help them get PADI certified if they want to, or to take them out on dives. Some of these dive centers are attached to hotels. They do belong to hotels, or we do have some independent dive centers as well. I will share a copy of this PDF with everybody after the webinar. So if you do want to reach out to any of them, then you're more than welcome to do so. St. Lucia is a perfect place to enjoy the underwater world. There's so much to see, so much wildlife, amazing sponges, corals. You can do twin tank dives, single tank dives. There's night dives available as well. We do have a couple of wrecks, as I mentioned, and we've got some dives which drop down to over 100 feet. I'm sure my co-presenters will tell you about shortly, and you can see some of the most amazing fish and wildlife under there as well. I was fortunate enough this year to participate in a dive fam that we hosted, and for the first time I actually did a Discover scuba diving course. I did it once with Scuba Saint Lucia and also Eastern Caribbean diving, and I cannot stress how amazing it was. It was an experience that I didn't think I was going to do initially because I was a little bit scared. But once they went through everything, all the safety stuff, and then we got down there, it's something that I definitely do not regret. And it's actually inspired me to be able to go and possibly get and be dive certified. So I definitely recommend anyone going to Saint Lucia, if you've got generational people in the family who are divers and some who aren't, or people who just want to experience it, definitely try one of the Discover Scuba Diving courses that we offer on Ireland, and just take that plunge and that leap into becoming possibly a certified diver. With that being said, you can do some amazing snorkeling as well, just off the beaches, off some of our amazing beaches on the southwest coast. We do have sea helmet trek available for those who still love underwater, but not divers, where you can walk at the bottom of the ocean's bed. You can also do something called SNUBA, which is a cross between scuba diving and snorkeling, and you really get to, it's a nice introduction to both as well, where if you enjoy both, you can definitely try that. We do have river kayaking available, it's something you can do above the water. Just gonna let a few people in. Apologies. And while you're out there, sometimes if you are at a resort who they have to take a boat to head you down to maybe Scotia or Mamin or Shasney to do some diving, you may have a great chance of seeing some whale and dolphins as well, or you can also do whale and dolphin watching. One of my favorite things to boast about is that in 2018, we hosted an underwater wedding. And this was during our dive festival in September, where we had a dive couple from Canada who were engaged and they wanted to get married in Saint Lucia. And they thought no better way to do it than to get married underwater. So we were able to get one of our dive masters ordained to be able to perform the ceremony. And it was just one of the most spectacular things that we've been able to achieve in Saint Lucia. Just to give you an idea of some accommodation options, we have, like I mentioned, over 5,000 rooms available, everything ranging from your all-inclusive properties, your luxury properties, your villas, your inn, your boutique properties. There's definitely something for everybody. If your clients are, they love luxury, they want to go to a luxury resort, but they still want to do some diving, they definitely have that option as well. Or if they're looking for something more affordable and still be able to get all their dives done as well, you will hear from a nice range of accommodation options today, who will tell you what we have to offer. Some of our accommodation options are right on the doorstep of where you can go diving, so you don't actually need to go too far, but some of them sometimes do involve a short boat transfer. But the boat transfer in itself, it's an amazing way for you to get a sense of the island by boat as well as you sail down the southwest coast of St. Lucia. We also have a year-round calendar of events, so stuff you can part in or enjoy while in St. Lucia. So whether you have clients who are into jazz music or they like carnival, or they want to learn a little bit more about our culture and heritage, they can definitely enjoy that while in St. Lucia if they're on a diving trip. We do also have the Girls Lay Street Party, which takes place every Friday night, and it's one of my favorites in St. Lucia. I recommend everybody try it if you're in St. Lucia on a Friday night. It gives you a nice sense of the Caribbean culture, the St. Lucian culture that we have. You can enjoy some soca music, some reggae music, some dancehall, try some local food, try some of our local rum, our local beers as well. And it really gets to, it shows the hospitality that we St. Lucians, we have, and we love to share with our guests. The Atlantic Rally for Cruisers as well, it's something that takes place in St. Lucia every year. They actually set off about a week and a half ago, or nearly 2 weeks, and they should be arriving in St. Lucia any day now. It's been going on for the last 30 years, and it is also an opportunity for if anybody is into sailing, but they also like diving as well, they can definitely twin the two. We've had people, while they're in St. Lucia, when they arrive on the yacht, they're able to head out, do some diving, some snorkeling, also enjoy some adventurous activities as well. Couple of useful facts. We do have direct flights from the UK, US, and Canada with British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, and TUI. From the UK, we have 2 airports, international airport in the south of the island. That's where all our flights in the UK, US, and Canada fly into. But if you do have any clients who are looking to do some island hopping, then they can fly in and out of our domestic airport, George F.L. Charles, in the north of the island. Transfer time is approximately 90 minutes by road and also 90 minutes by ferry. We do have an option of a helicopter transfer as well, which takes just under 10 minutes to go between the international and the domestic airport. And then any transfer, depending on the resort, would just be a short road transfer. And we take 2 currencies, the Eastern Caribbean dollar and the US dollar is accepted island-wide. And we don't have all that we ask is that your passports are valid for the duration of your trip, so you don't need 6 months to travel to Saint Lucia, and all British and Irish passport holders do not require a visa to Saint Lucia. We've also just introduced, which will be going live in a few days, it's our new electronic forms. So previously you'd had to fill out those custom forms that it will give you on the plane. Now everything's going to be done electronically, which you can submit 72 hours before departing to Saint Lucia. We should be doing a press release on that today. So as soon as we have more information, we will share it with you on our newsletter, our Facebook pages, and also through our tour operator partners, the details that we do have. There's amazing ways to get to Saint Lucia if you're looking to twin center with North America. We have some great connections with American Airlines, JetBlue, United, Delta, just to name a few other places like New York, Boston, Chicago, Atlanta. Our Canada flights have also come back as well. So if you have any clients, I know for some people, they do have clients worldwide. So if you do have clients who are in North American region, then they can definitely get flights, direct flights, or also connecting flights to Saint Lucia. So I mentioned 2 transfer options previously. The helicopter transfer is an amazing option because you get a real nice aerial view of the island, and it's a nice way to arrive into St. Lucia as well. The water ferry, I've just done it for the first time a few weeks ago, and it is it's like an introduction boat party as you head into St. Lucia's. They pick you up and they do a short bus transfer to the boat in Viewfort, and then they can call into pretty much any of the ports or the marinas on the north of the island. So it's something that you can contact them for directly. They are willing to work with the trade, so they are able to offer trade rates, and I definitely will recommend it. Is a fun option for your clients now, and they definitely won't regret this option as for them to transfer to, unlike your traditional road transfer. Just a quick mention of our Saint Lucia Expert Program, SLEX. We encourage you to log all the bookings that you do make to Saint Lucia on our Expert Program. We do quarterly rewards, sometimes we do monthly rewards. It's also the place that we go to when we're looking to invite people for fam trips, for events that we're hosting. And we do also have our global PETA Awards, where every year we take the top 10 travel partners, the top 5 tour operators, and the top 5 independent travel agents to St. Lucia, and they become our global PETA Award winners. And it's our way of saying thank you for your hard work throughout the year and for the bookings that you do log. So you do have some time. Our global PETA Awards entries close on the 31st December 2022. So if you have any bookings that you've made this year from the 1st of January, which you've not logged yet, please go ahead and do so on our online training program for you to be in with a chance of becoming one of our 2023 Global PETA Award winners, but we will be looking at the 2022 bookings. I know we're coming to the end of our Saint Lucia Expert Program called SLAM, but I just wanted to touch on it. This is something that we run from June to November of every year. So we will have a new one coming out about March of next year, which will give you all the offers that we offer agents, whether it's accommodation offers on restaurants, excursions, on any things that we do offer in St. Lucia. So as soon as make sure that you're following us on our social media pages, stluciaexpert.com on Facebook, you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, and also make sure that you're registered as a Saint Lucia expert as well on our training program, because this is where we'll share all that information with you on any events or any promotions or deals that we have available. So hopefully I've inspired you with a little bit on St. Lucia and give you an idea of the island and what she has to offer for our dive partners. I will now be handing you over to Carolyn and Jaco, who will tell you all about their properties in St. Lucia.
Thank you, Nicole. Just going to share my screen. Everybody can see well? We good? Yep. Excellent. So, hi everyone, I'm Carolyn Trubetskoy. My husband Nick and I are the owners of ASHI Resort, Shade Mountain, and also Scuba Saint Lucia. And with me today is Jaco, our diving associate, so that he can actually talk shop with you and talk about diving. So where are we located? I don't know the names of the agents that are on the call today, so let me assume that you're not as familiar perhaps with the resort as I may think. So ASHI and Shade Mountain, we are in the southwest corner of St. Lucia, which is also, fortunately, the most scenic part of the island. And by lucky coincidence, we are literally surrounded by these beautiful coral reefs that make up the Soufrière Marine Reserve. Our property stretches over 600 acres. It is stretching also over 2 valleys, giving us 2 beaches. The beaches are connected, beautiful soft sand beaches. This is ASHI Beach, and directly next to it is the Ans-Mamin Beach, also part of our properties, ASHI and Shade Mountain. And in the valley behind the second beach, we have these beautiful historical remains from an 18th century estate. And we left this as natural as possible. And there we have over 12 miles of hiking and mountain biking trails. We have a very nice guide called Father Nature who tells you all about herbs, flora and fauna, and always quotes his grandmother, who was a bush doctor. There's also excellent bird watching in this estate. And we have over 50 mountain bikes that you can rent from us. We have custom made over 12 miles of mountain biking trails. It's actually really, really nice because it's private property and only our own guests are in this location. We have a fantastic array of excursions available. This is, for example, our Jazzy Cruise. We're using one of our dive boats for that in the evening, and it's very popular with our guests. We offer complimentary yoga to our guests, and we are near most of the sightseeing attractions that Nicole has also mentioned, like the Sulphur Springs, botanical gardens. We have excellent non-motorized water sports available, from paddleboarding to kayaking. We have both the sit-on-top kayaks, which are easy to maneuver, and the sit-inside kayaks, which are available at a charge. And for that, you need to either be trained or you can have training with us to know how to operate them. We do some great coastal adventures with them. Now, just a brief one about the property. There are 49 rooms at ASHI. ASHI is sitting on the lower hillside level and at beach level. And directly above is our property called Shade Mountain. You may have heard about Shade Mountain before. It was also featured in a program on BBC Two called Amazing Hotels, Life Beyond the Lobby. And ASHI is known for really colorful rooms, really portraying the authentic Caribbean. And all of our rooms have original art. The hillside rooms have these beautiful views of either the Pitons or the Caribbean Sea. And on the very top of ASHI is our top category called the premium rooms. These have, in some instances, an entirely open wall, and you have an amazing view over our landmark mountains, the Pitons. Directly adjoining ASHI is Shade Mountain. There we have an additional 29 sanctuaries, 24 of which have private pools. Whilst ASHI takes both, they take families as well as adults. We take children from age 6 in the summer, age 10 in the winter. Shade Mountain is an adults only property. These suites are sensational. We have scuba divers mostly staying with us at ASHI. The trend at Shade Mountain is when you stay there, you may want to actually, you may arrive thinking you're going to do a lot of activities, but then you are mesmerized by the view, by your sanctuary, and you just never come out of your suite. So that's our reality with Shade Mountain. Guests can also visit our organic farm. just about 20 minutes from the property where we do cooking classes. We have obviously a great farm to fork program, lots of dining choices for a small property like ours. Combined, we have 78 rooms between Anshasni and Shade Mountain. You have always 4 menus available every day, including one entirely vegan. And now we shall go diving. And I'm going to hand over to Jaco, but before I do, I want to tell you a little tidbit. When my husband bought Anshasni in 74, nobody really knew that Saint Lucia had on offer good diving potential. So my husband had to become a certified diver, dive under, and literally find most of these reefs. And we even named some of these reefs. So we have a long history with scuba diving in Saint Lucia. Over to you, Jaco.
Hi, thank you, Carolyn. Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me quite good. Yeah, this is the diving. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So you're going to inspire your people to come diving with us. Scuba Saint Lucia has been established in 1982, like Carolyn mentioned. And what is great with this great destination is that we are situated in the heart of the marine reserve. What makes it really nice is that the boats do not have to travel that far. So basically on this picture, you'll see all the different types of dive sites that you'll be doing towards the pitons itself. And Scuba Saint Lucia is a PADI 5-star dive center. We've also been awarded the Green Star Award for PADI. We do a lot of conservation as well. We'll talk about it in the slides as well. And we've been a long-standing partner also from Dan. So we are very well established scuba facility also in St. Lucia itself. This dive center is located on the beach in front, which makes it really nice for you to step into the water. So this, you can see the dive center in the background there. It makes it nice for night diving, and it also makes it great just for snorkeling entering the beach itself. Here you can actually see the dive center with the arrow pointed in the corner, which is right on the beach. And you actually see the Anshasni reef right in the front. We have it right in front. It drops down to like 60, 70 feet or like to 20 meters, 30 meters in the front as well. So it's perfect for snorkeling, perfect for entry and exits to get into it as well. Next slide. As I mentioned, this is a great snorkel area as well, especially from the beach. We have the 2 beaches, like Carolyn mentioned. So this is great for people to stay on the beach and snorkel from there, or we offer snorkel boat trips to all the other destinations around the pitons as well. We operate 5 dive boats. 4 of these dive boats you see on the left-hand side, Miss Aina, Miss Bertha, Miss Tata. And then also the one on the right-hand side is the new one, which is Miss Bobsy. These are all named after previous staff members that's worked long years with us as well. What you'll find is when you enter the reefs, you'll notice that you will see tons of new reefs. This has been amazing with the Marine Authority that has worked really well in the past few years. Here you can see a brand new reef with juvenile fish around it. It's also great big drop-offs that you find with big vase corals. It's beautiful, beautiful barrel sponges that you get there. And you can literally just cruise alongside these barrel sponges. And then this wall drops down, as I said, up to 20 to 30 meters or 60, 70 feet as well. Next slide. Trying to go slowly on. All right, this is a very nice little picture that I like to show, sort of the typical diving that you get in St. Lucia. Beautiful colors on the reef, lots of sponges as well that you get there, and a lot of gogonias growing out. So you can sort of see that little drop-offs that you get from the side as well. This is great for diving as well. Next slide. This is a very nice picture, also just showing great photography opportunities as well. This has been a great destination for a lot of photographers, especially macro diving, because there's such abundance of fish life that you can find around St. Lucia as well. Next slide. This is one of our dive sites that's called Pinnacles. It's just around the corner from us. So the left photo really shows the beautiful, the barrel sponges growing out of the pinnacles. And there's literally 2 pinnacles going out, and you can literally cruise around these little pinnacles as well. So it's very nice formations. On the right-hand side, you can really see the sponges as well and the colorful reefs that you get. And we have a really nice dive site that we call Superman's Flight. This dive site is actually, the film was actually filmed there, but the reason we call it Superman's Flight is because of the film that was filmed there. And right in front of the pitons is a dive site that has a little bit of current, and it's quite nice to sort of feel like Superman and flying alongside the pitons. So it has a very nice ring to it as well. This is a nice little picture from Superman's Flight, just showing really nice sponges as well, and also do not forget the small critters that you also get while diving on all these dive sites as well. And next slide. There we go. This is also a beautiful picture just showing the photography opportunities that you can get. This picture on the left is really nice from inside a little cave that's shot out. On the right, you can really see the nice sponges again on the reef. Very colorful, extremely colorful, very similar to the land-based trips that you can do there as well. During your dives, your clients will find also bigger fish, like for instance, they can find also bigger things like turtles, but also don't forget to look on the smaller reefs like the yellow jawfish. There's a little fish behaviors that we do there as well. Next slide. All right, this is some critters. Now I'm going to talk also a little bit later about critters. Saint Lucia is very well known for small critters, and we also do fish ID for people that's actually staying at the resort as well. These are some nice critter pictures showing what can be found, as some of them are very rare, and some of them you find just around Saint Lucia area as well. So with this in mind, we realized that this is not just great for great photography or for great divers, it's also for people who want to learn more about Saint Lucia, because there's a lot of things that you don't find in other areas. There's some nice critters on the left hand side. Again, the right hand side is a thing called a thing. It's just a very weird creature that we spotted a few years ago on the reef. It's not been 100% identified, but we quite like the mystery. We call it the thing that you see during the night dives.
And it's harmless. I always want to stretch that. It may get up to 5 feet long, but it's a harmless, very shy little worm.
Oh, that's great. You know, me as a scuba diver, we always think everything is harmless underwater. Definitely there. Carolyn has definitely spoken about romance. You'll even find it underwater. This is a very nice little picture of 2 seahorses right in front of the beach. Actually, you just snorkel in and there's a grass patch and the people can actually see it from there as well. So it's a beautiful picture as well there. Okay, we also have the 2 wrecks that Nicole was talking about there as well. The one is called the wreck of the Vicky B and the other one is the Leslie M. It's a very, very beautiful wrecks that you can dive, very easy to dive, so you don't need to be a very experienced diver to do this. Beautiful, beautiful color and photography opportunities on these wrecks as well. What is new in Anse-Chastanay, Jade Mountain, Scuba Saint Lucia? We've started doing coral restoration. So what we've done is we've created a farming project where the staff is helping growing corals, and the idea is then to plant them over. So we're growing like 250 corals a year, and the idea is in about 4 years to have 1,000 pieces of coral being planted on 2 of our reefs, on Chastanay reefs and on Turtle Reef. This is some of the corals that we've planted, and they've successfully started growing. So this is a very nice little project that people can also go with while you're diving with us. You can also experience how we grow them and what it looks like and what we do to create these coral farming things as well. So that's something new. We've also, as I mentioned, people is very excited about the fish. We have Carmen, who is now our fish ambassador, basically, or fish ID ambassador of Scuba Saint Lucia. And she is a fantastic and knowledge-based person underwater to show different types of fishes underwater, as well as fish behaviors. This is sort of like the Barrett Hamlet's mating. I think Carolyn had some comment about these fish when I put the picture in.
So I'm clearly the non-diver in the family, because I said it looks like a dead fish landed on a live fish. Those people divers would know better. That's my favorite project here. Yeah, go ahead.
There we go. This is a great project that was started also. It's called Eat Them to Beat Them. Some of you have known that the lionfish has taken over the Caribbean waters a bit. This is a project that started very early in St. Lucia. Local people are taking also part in it, where we actually catch the lionfish. You can actually do a speciality course. We show you how to handle them, how to catch them, and you can actually eat them to beat them. So you can go and catch them, help us save the local fish population, and then have a nice little dinner on the beach where you can eat in the lionfish as well. So there is a nice little lionfish dinner at Anse-Chastanay Beach that you can eat them to beat them. Great project. The locals really love this as well. I'm going to give over to Carolyn. I hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you, Jaco. That was as always really fascinating. I saw 2 little questions. When you stayed at Anse-Chastanay, you can request a dinner reservation at Jade Mountain. There's a surcharge of about $25 per person. There's also lunch possibilities, but generally there are no other public facilities at Jade Mountain other than making lunch or dinner reservations. To dive with us. You can become a certified diver with us. There's lots of courses offered. I will put the website in the chat. And also, obviously, if you're certified, we offer beach and boat diving daily. It's a fairly large operation. Thank you very much.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Carolyn and Yako. That was amazing. I myself have done I've done I think it was a 7-course lionfish dinner at Anchasney Jade Mountain, and it was absolutely divine. So I definitely support the eat them to beat them. Perfect, thank you. So we're moving on up. We're heading to the north of the island, and we're going to Bay Gardens Resort with Victoria. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Carolyn, for answering those questions in the chat. If you do have any more questions, please pop those in the chat and we'll answer them for you as we go along. So thank you again. And Victoria, over to you.
That's great. Thank you very much, Nicole. Hello, everybody. I hope you can all hear me okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to take you up to the north of St. Lucia to Bay Gardens Resort. So as Nicole mentioned, to come up to the north, you're looking at about a 90-minute transfer, but it is well worth coming up to the north. We have some beautiful gold sand beaches. Pigeon Island is up in the north. All of our properties are situated within the Rodney Bay Village area. So you have over 40 different bars and restaurants to choose from. The island's only casino, duty-free shopping, so you can get out and about really easily. In terms of the product that we have 3 3-star properties, so they're great if you divers just want somewhere to sleep at night and then go out and explore St. Lucia, the underwater world, and obviously the above water world as well during the day. We also have our 4-star Bay Gardens Beach Resort and Spa, which is directly on Redwee Beach. And we have 2 fabulous villas, which are 4.5-star. So we have a huge range of accommodation, so we can really suit any person's preferences or budget. So just to show the location again, so we are up here in the north of the island. So we're about 20 minutes from the airport up near Castries and 20 minutes from the capital, and the kind of 90 minutes to get up to the north of the island. I've got a short video to play you, which will just hopefully kind of set the scene a little bit for you.
Rediscover Saint Lucia at Bay Gardens Resorts, the island's premier locally owned hotel group. Be where the action is, just steps away from exquisite dining, duty-free shopping, and popular nightlife and hotspots of Rodney Bay and Grosley. Reconnect and feel the rush. Indulge and unwind. Savor every moment. Fall in love, or simply rekindle the flame. Going the extra mile for you is just the beginning. Our award-winning service will satisfy your heart's desire. Book early, stay later, and save. Visit baygardensresorts.com/specials. Call us at...
So that's just a little bit to give you an idea of the properties and the area that your clients can go out into. So on the left here, we've got the Bay Gardens Marina Haven, which is about a 30-room, 3-star property. It's situated just outside of Rodney Bay Village, but it's perfect for the Grosley street party. So if you did have clients that wanted to go out in the evening, they can get back really easily to this property here. And it's right by the Rodney Bay Marina, which at night has a lot of lovely pop-up restaurants and bars, and a lot of locals come as well to eat here. In the middle, we have the Bay Gardens Hotel, which is situated directly in Rodney Bay Village. It has approximately 87 rooms, and I always say that the atmosphere of Rodney Bay resonates really well throughout this property. 3 swimming pools. We have a fabulous restaurant called Spices Restaurant, and we have a lot of locals that will come and have a drink after work or come down with their family on a Sunday. And then this other property we have over here is our Bay Gardens Inn, which is right opposite the Bay Gardens Hotel. Again, just a small property with 30 rooms. It's a wonderful oasis in the heart of Rodney Bay Marina. So I really do recommend this one as well. It has a really lovely vibe to it. So these are our villas. So this is the Water's Edge villas. Now we have 2 of these. They're 4,000 square foot inside each villa. They sleep up to 12 people. So if you had a multi-generational family or a group of divers perhaps that wanted to come and have a base while they explore St. Lucia, this could work really, really well for them. Again, they're right on the water. They are in the marina itself, so they could easily have a boat come up. They actually, I'll just go through here. You've got this area where you could moor your own boat, or if they wanted the dive boat to come and pick them up straight from their property in the morning and take them off for their dives, then that could be arranged. All of the properties that I've gone through have a complimentary shuttle service, which bring them down to the beach resort. So they can, if they're not diving, they can come and use any of the water sport facilities. And we do have Splash Island Water Park as well, especially if you have like families that maybe want to come out and dive while they're not diving. We have some wonderful activities for them at the beach resort, including Splash Island Water Park, which is really, really good fun. And this is the beach resort. So this is our 4-star property, which is directly on Redwee Beach. We have the beachfront rooms here at the front. Then we have our pool view rooms and a few leading rooms, which are our garden view rooms. You can see here we have all of our water sports, which, as I mentioned, are unlimited and complimentary. We have 2 restaurants on property and an all-day cafe as well. So a really great product. It's only 87 rooms. So again, it is quite small. We have, I mean, I won't go into the bedrooms because I know you guys know a lot about bedrooms, and I will follow up with the fact sheet. But the only thing I really wanted to note on the bedroom front was that the deluxe room connects to the 1-bedroom suite to give you a fabulous 2-bedroom suite option. And although all of our rooms are based on bed and breakfast, we can also do MAP and all-inclusive for clients as well. We have a fabulous spa at Bay Gardens Beach Resort and Spa, which is called La Mer Spa, which does Ayurvedic treatments as well as your more kind of basic spa treatments. That's our swimming pool area, and our second restaurant, Sea Grapes, which is a fabulous seafood restaurant. Lionfish is often on the menu as well, and you can see views of Pigeon Island. We actually, if you have guests coming, we can take them over to Pigeon Island. I know Nicole mentioned it in her presentation. So we can take them over to Pigeon Island with a picnic so they can spend the day there. And at Pigeon Island, that's where you can do the Sea-trek, and they also do SNUBA and scuba do for children 5 and under. So I put this map in just to give you an idea of where the dive sites are in the north. So we are very close to the Pigeon Island dive site, Dinosaur Reef, Smuggler's Cove. So there's a lot of good diving you can do in the north. And of course, you can get the boats down to the south as well. And as Nicole mentioned, that just being on the boat is a fabulous part of the day as well when you want to go diving. So we work in conjunction with a dive company, and I've put in a small video just to show you a little bit about Dive St. Lucia. If you did want to come out and do a package with Bay Gardens, we can arrange the dive package for you. We can tailor make it. We could do like 4 days of diving or 5 days of diving and a few days of island tours. These are the kind of dives that you will be able to see when you come out and dive with Bay Gardens. So that was just a short video from Dive St. Lucia. So as I say, you can come out if you're already established divers and dive with us, and we can put a package together with potentially two tank dives and then give you your afternoon free, or you could do 3 dives a day, maybe 2 tank dives, then come back, have lunch, and then go out again. If you've got a family who wanted to start diving and learn to dive and have their first diving experiences, then we could put that package together for you. So we can really tailor make anything to suit with your clients. These pictures I put in, we just a few weeks ago had a fabulous couple over who do some dive photography, and they took these photographs for us. And we've got more photos coming shortly. So if you wanted any video or photography to use when promoting diving in St. Lucia, please do reach out to me, because I'm very happy to share some of the photography with you so you can use it in your promotions as well. And that's everything from me. So my details are on the screen now, but I know Nicole will share the details, and I will follow up with everybody with videos, images, fact sheets, and any other information you need. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Okay, thanks ever so much, Nicole.
Perfect. Thank you, Victoria. Yes, I definitely echo what Victoria said. If you do want any images or videos that for you to use to promote diving in St. Lucia or dive packages, then definitely reach out to us and we're more than happy to share those with you. And thank you so much for that beautiful presentation. Like you said, Bay Gardens in the perfect location for any activities or diving in the north of the island, and also a short boat transfer down to the southwest coast of the island as well. So now we're moving on over to Sandals Resorts, and I'm going to hand you over to David. Just don't forget, if you have any questions, pop those in the chat and we will go ahead and answer those for you. We'll try to do it on camera, or if not, we'll do those in the chat for you. So thank you. And David, over to you.
Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you can hear me okay. And hopefully you'll be able to see the presentation. Hopefully you can see that on the screen now.
Yeah.
So yeah, my name's David Castle. I'm one of the business development managers for Sandals and Beaches Resorts here in the UK. So it's going to give a little overview about how you can book us briefly, then of course focus on diving, and then a little bit about the resorts. Only so much I can cover in the short 10 minutes we've got today. If you do want to learn more, shameless plug here, I am doing a webinar tomorrow. So if you want to join that, just fire over an email to webinars@sandals.co.uk and you can learn a little bit more. We are actually a fully licensed UK tour operator now. Okay, so we're like the global sales and marketing partner for Sandals and Beaches here in the UK. So if you book a Sandals and Beaches holiday, you'll be coming through our unique Caribbean Holidays Limited tour operation. We've got a UK-based call centre. We can actually sell protected package holidays up to 3 years in advance. We've got full price parity with the trade, and obviously got your team of agency sales and business development managers. We've got a really cool booking site, very easy to use. If you get this screen on the left, it might be you've forgotten your password. Just hit reset password. If you haven't registered to book us yet, don't click on the sign up button. It'd be easier just to email agencysales@sandals.co.uk and they can set you up. Always remember to put your full name when you're booking online or over the phone, because we like to thank you for your business and reward you as well. As I say, very easy to use booking site. If you're searching within 11 months, you can use like any London, it will pull through all the availability. If you're searching outside of that, you'll need to put in the specific airport, be it Gatwick, Heathrow. And then, yeah, you'll get a screen with the pricing. We do have promotional codes. So at the moment, we've got on the Sandals 100, and that's on till midnight tomorrow. If you phone up reservations, you don't need to quote any codes. They'll quote the prices automatically for you. And then, yeah, we can book right up till the middle of 2025 now. That's flight inclusive, transfers in, and luxury included. Our resorts, just to reiterate for those that don't know, Sandals are for couples, for two people in love. What I think we've made the biggest grounds around the last sort of few years in terms of all-inclusive products around our food. You know, we're not just putting in, like, say, for example, an Italian restaurant in our resorts. We're choosing perhaps the northern region of Italy, the chef maybe from that area, and the menu and the food where possible will be sourced from that region. So getting really authentic experience in our restaurants. We do have a culinary concierge desk in all our resorts as well. So for any food allergies, diet requirements, customers can make an appointment on the first day and talk through where they're going to be eating through their stay to make sure they're comfortable and they can eat and yeah, be merry. On that note, we have unlimited premium brand spirits in resort. But of course, we are in the Caribbean. And of course, as we're talking about Saint Lucia today, we do serve some amazing local products. We always try and stock the local beers. So, of course, you're going to have your ice cold Piton in Saint Lucia. And what is my favourite rum? Controversial, being a Jamaican family-owned business. Appleton Estate's great, but I actually prefer Chairman's Reserve. I think it's a beautiful rum from Saint Lucia. So, yeah, we do serve all the local spirits and drinks as well as the international brands. Wine not so commonly available in the Caribbean, so we do import that from west coast of United States. We work with Robert Mondavi, which is a Californian vineyard, Twin Oaks. I mean, it's you know, great quality wine here. If you try and pick up a bottle in the UK, it's about sort of £12 a bottle, so it's not cheap plonk. And we do have 6 varieties available there. Now, of course, the reason you're here for diving, I'm not sure why I've got the drinks followed by the dive slide, because we do not advocate drink and dive. really is not sensible. We're being voted by, just as a little, I don't know if anyone's actually mentioned this, you may or may not be interested, but SCUBA stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Yes, you can tell I Googled that earlier. I'm a scuba certified diver, and I found that the other day, and I didn't know that. There we go. Pretty obvious, I guess. So PADI, another acronym for you, they're the Professional Association of Diving Instructors. They've actually voted us as being one of the top 5 dive operations in the Western Hemisphere. What does that mean? Well, it means that they're telling us we've got amazing $1 million Newton dive boats. We've got some of the best diving equipment. We've got elite scuba diving instructors, some of the best safety records. And of course, we're in the Caribbean, so we've got some of the best dive sites in the world. For certified divers, we actually include it for free. So if your customers are already certified divers, whether it's PADI or BSAC, you know, in any dive operation, we accept that, and then they get 2 free dives a day with us. So that's a really great saving. It's not a cheap hobby, so you know, that's something that you need to look at the price when you're looking at holidays with us. It's a really good inclusion. Of course, if people want to try out diving, we'd always recommend them to do the certification, the course before they travel, and then they can do all the fun stuff in the pool and then out in the ocean as well. Resort course, $120 is if it's in a group, so up to 8 people. But if you're a bit sort of anxious and you want a bit more attention to, you can pay to have a private Discover Scuba Dive session in resort. I think it's about $200 for that one. And then once you get the open water Discover Scuba, you can just do another dive during your stay, but you need to be obviously with qualified divers. If you want to get the qualifications, as I say, I would always recommend to do the boring coursework before, not as I did, and then you're a couple of days outside of the Caribbean sunshine when you want to be out on the beach. So I wouldn't do that. I would always do the paperwork online course, PADI.com, before you travel, and then you can do all the fun stuff when you're in resort, and then you pay for the different courses. We do actually have a philanthropic arm of Sandals called Sandals Foundation. You know, the Caribbean is our home. As I say, we're Caribbean owned, and we have to protect the ocean. So similarly to the guys I mentioned earlier about great programs to growing coral reef on the bed you can get involved in, we can offer all those kind of courses and yeah, protect the beautiful Caribbean ocean. So Saint Lucia, yes, she is, as I say, my actual favourite island. I can't say that on record. She's second favourite to Jamaica, obviously. No, I absolutely love Saint Lucia. Slight negative with our resorts, I guess, that as we know is the longer transfer there on the northwest of the island, with the international airport being in the south. We do offer the helicopter transfer, so that is pre-bookable with us. So that will cut that journey down. And we've got 3 resorts. We're going to have a quick look at Sandals recently, Le Top, which is the one you see behind me. So it's very elevated position, beautiful for sunsets of views, 331 unique rooms and suites. They do have a little caveat, as all our resorts do. We're not a cookie cutter hotel collection, so all our hotels are very different room categories, different styles. It does say not suitable for those with mobility issues, but nothing's impossible. We have a lot of butler category suites where they have a little golf carts, they drive around. Obviously, we've got a golf club here, so we can get customers around. We have shuttle transfers that take them from reception to different rooms to restaurants, so nothing is impossible. But this is the one you want to go for, the Millionaire Butler Villa Suite with a private pool, absolutely incredible, out of this world views, and our legendary service. 9 gourmet restaurants here. Le Toc is my favorite, beautiful classic French cuisine, beautiful views of the Caribbean Sea. And then Grand St. Lucian. So this is where you can actually take the dive boats out and do dives from Grand St. Lucian. 301 unique rooms and suites. You'll actually see to the right there, it's located by Pigeon Island, which was mentioned. I'm not sure now, Nicole can perhaps tell me, but a few years ago I did, it was about $8 US per person entry fee to the park. Totally worth it. You can climb up to the fort up there, and there's beautiful views back over our resort and further beyond in St. Lucia. Yeah, really unique peninsula of sand here. So you've got the Caribbean Sea to the foreground, to the front of the resort, and then Atlantic Ocean to the rear. So it's an amazing location. Got amazing over-the-water bungalows there. We've got over-the-water wedding chapel. We do free weddings, so if you want to get married whilst you're in resort, incredible. And yeah, even the club level suites here are excellent views, beautiful for taking in the sunset. We have our own club lounge that do like unique snorkeling trips or scuba diving if they're qualified. We have 12 gourmet restaurants included there. One of our favourites has got to be Gordon's Over the Water Pier restaurant, absolutely standout location for your evening meal. All our meals are a la carte in the evening as well, I should mention. Let's nip down to Sandals Halcyon Beach. Got these brand new walkouts from up suites here, put in about a year and a half, 2 years ago now. Yeah, one of our smaller resorts, very popular with the Brits, very sort of low rise, so it's under 170 suites there. Beautiful butler rooms here. So yes, you do get your own butler, private pool, sanctuaries, just the 6 gourmet restaurants there. But what you do have in St. Lucia for Sandals, no matter which of the 3 resorts we stay in, that's 3 resorts we have. You can use all the facilities in all 3, so all interchangeable. We have transfer shuttle buses running you between the 3 resorts from 6 in the morning till 10 at night. So visibly, you could go to one for breakfast, one for lunch, and then back to your own resort, maybe for dinner. So that gives you up to 27 dining options, which I think is more than enough for a couple of weeks stay. But yeah, this is Kelly's Dockside, one of our beautiful over-the-water restaurants at Sandals Halcyon. We've got some really good marketing toolkits, which can be found on our Selling Sandals for Agents Facebook page. We also have it on our sellingsandals.co.uk marketing toolkit site, so you can download all the PDFs, promote us. We've got dive PDFs on there as well. You can put your call to action for your agency if you're doing dive events. If you want to make an appointment and do like a presentation to sort of dive club members, that kind of thing, then let us know. We can get involved with that. And as a thank you for every time you sell us, we give you 3 nights for your own holiday, 3 nights if you book a butler room, 2 nights for a club or concierge at our sister brand beaches, and then 1 night for everything else. And the target to aim for is 12 bookings in a calendar year, and then you can get out and yeah, enjoy the beautiful Caribbean sunshine in St. Lucia. 5 top tips to a successful sale with us. Use our website, sandals.co.uk, to showcase the resorts. You've got all the details of all the scuba diving and all the free inclusions, water sports activities that we include. You can book an air-inclusive holiday with us up to 3 years in advance. We have full price parity with the trade, £175 per person deposit guarantees the price. And then, yeah, it's got all the tool kits as well to utilise to get selling us. So yeah, that's pretty much us in a nutshell. Thanks very much for listening.
Lovely. Thank you so much, David, for that quick whistle tour around your properties. Yes, as you mentioned, Sandals does offer diving, so perfect location and perfect option for your clients in love. We do have a question for you, David, from Marlene. It says, would you say that Sandals work well for friends or family, 2 parents and 2 adult siblings, if they're okay with a king bed, of course?
It's a good question. I mean, yeah, exactly. That is the key point. There's only 1 bed in all the rooms. So if you are family or friends, then you've got to be very friendly. And also just think about all the entertainment. You know, if you're happy to be serenaded by a saxophonist down by your dinner with all that, it is geared up for 2 people, couples in love, romantic. But yeah, we're not going to turn anyone away. You know, obviously same-sex couples, everyone is welcome, but it is very much for romance. So just bear that in mind.
Perfect. Thank you. And I don't think we have any other questions, but guys, if you do think of anything, just pop them in the chat while we're still on for another couple of minutes. Alternatively, I will share all the details of our partners with you after the webinar, so you can always ask them any burning questions if you have any inquiries. And another tip as well, you can also log your Sandals bookings on Saint Lucia Expert, so you can definitely log them both places to be in with a chance of getting double rewards, and just our way of saying thank you to you for booking Saint Lucia, because we know there's so many other places in the world that you could recommend for your clients. So now that we've gone past and we've gone through the presentation part, just a couple more minutes will be on for. We want to, just give you some prizes to say thank you for coming here today and for being on this webinar with us. Each of us have a couple of prizes that we'll do. How it's going to work is we'll each ask a question, and the person who answers the correct answer in the quickest time in the chat box will be the one awarded the prize. And if we can ask, if you have won a prize, just give somebody else a chance. I know it's a smaller group today, so it's quite, there's a few more chances to win a prize. I'm going to go ahead first, and we'll be giving away a £50 Amazon voucher to the winner. And my question is, how many dive sites are there in St. Lucia? I think a few of us touched on that a few times. Anybody know how many dive sites in St. Lucia? Ooh. Should I ask another question? No. all 5 is not the correct answer. Oh, we do have somebody with the correct answer. I hope we didn't Google it. But yes, the correct answer is 22 dive sites. So Jess, congratulations and thank you for answering that correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and take a note of your name, and then I will be in touch with you in the next couple of days to send over your Amazon voucher. So thank you and congratulations.
I really hope that that one person really doesn't think we only have 5 dive sites. Guys, this is Saint Lucia. We have so many dive sites that we can inspire you.
Yes, definitely. So we're going to head over to Carolyn, and she's going to tell you what she's given away, and she's going to go ahead and ask her question.
All right, so I will follow Nicole's suggestion with the gift voucher, £50 Amazon voucher. Nicole will facilitate that, and your next reservation with us, your clients that stay with us for a minimum of 5 nights will get $100 US resort credit. So make sure you keep my email on file. Now the question is, what's the name of the dive site inspired by a movie?
Hopefully you guys are listening.
Yay!
Oh, well done, Nicole. Kelly.
Congratulations. Well done.
Good. Congratulations, Nicole. I will be in touch in the next few days to arrange your delivery of your voucher. Perfect. Thank you, Carolyn. And so now we'll be heading over to Victoria. She's going to tell you the prize she's giving away, and she's going to go ahead and ask the question.
Okay, thanks, Nicole. So I always think the very best way for you guys to sell the destination of St. Lucia is to come out and experience it. So we are giving away 3 nights for 2 people on all-inclusive at the Bay Gardens Hotel. And my question is, could you name one dive site in the north of St. Lucia? Can anybody remember?
Ooh. Is anyone taking any notes?
Not the Pitons, that's in the south.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Can I give a clue?
Go on then, give a clue.
There was one near our national park.
Oh yes, that's good. Oh yeah, look, the sport is one. That is one. So that is
one?
Yes, that is. So congratulations.
Is that Marilla?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Marilla.
Fabulous. I was hoping somebody would say the dinosaur reef, because I reckon that would be pretty awesome to dive, but
it would be.
No, that's really well done, Marilla. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. Just taking a note of your details from Tita Travel, and I will share your details with Victoria, who will be in touch with you. Congratulations. Okay, dokie. So now, last but by no means least, we're heading over to David, who's going to tell you what he's given away and go ahead and ask his question.
Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, obviously we give you 3 nights anyway, but that is an amazing prize. So yeah, we're going to follow suit with a £50 Amazon voucher as well. Going to keep it nice and easy, I hope. How many Sandals resorts are there in St. Lucia? Drum roll.
Ooh.
Yeah, to be fair, I can forgive you for because I did put up 2 fingers, didn't I? I don't know that wasn't the polite way. But yeah, it is 3. So who was first on there? There's a few coming in.
I have, is that my Cisse?
Marlene seems first.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, Marlene R. Yep, sorry, I didn't see that.
Right.
Marlene
Yep,
R.
Marlene R.
Yes.
So well done, Marlene.
Well done, Marlene. I'm just taking a note of that. Perfect, thank you. So I'll share your details with David, and he will go ahead and facilitate the delivery of your Amazon voucher. So congratulations to everybody for being with us here today, and for everyone who's won and also just took the time to, listen. We know that there's so many other things you could be doing, booking people to St. Lucia and other beautiful destinations, but we thank you for being here with us this afternoon. Thank you to my co-hosts, Caroline, Yako, Victoria, and David, for also taking the time out to be on this webinar with us. And we look forward to seeing you all again soon. We do have a webinar in December coming up, but if I don't see anybody before that time, then I wish you a Merry Christmas. I'm not sure if it's too early to say that, but I do wish you a good Christmas. And yes, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.